Hello everyone, welcome to Spoon Feed. On tonight's menu we have everyone's favorite Chinese takeout dish, Kung Pao Chicken. But we are making it right here at home. This is easier than you think and faster than you driving to the takeout joint or Uber Eats getting it to you. But first, do give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Alright, let's walk into it. Get the pun? Let's get our veggies in order first. Here I have a bunch of green onions, spring onions, scallions, whatever you want to call it. Some garlic, ginger and one yellow bell pepper. Let's prep our veggies before we get to the actual cooking. Take the root of your green onions and discard them away. Then slice your green onions into its white and green parts. Be aiming for close to 1 inch in length. Make sure to keep the greens and whites separately. Next, we're going to move on to our bell pepper. Slice around the sides for a clean cut from top to bottom. And now we're going to slice our peppers diagonally to create more surface area. These extra pointy edges will help them maintain their crisp as they hit the searing wok. For most Asian cooking, it's much easier to have everything prepped and ready to go into the wok at a throw. Having these organized this way makes it much more convenient. I'm going to break off 1.5 inches of ginger and then grate it and cut it into thin slices. Arrange your ginger slices in a flat way and then slice them into thin strands. Lastly, grab all of your ginger strands together and give them a fine dice. Roughly peel 4 cloves of garlic and give them a fine chop. Next, I have about 200 grams of chicken breast here, which is one very large chicken breast and a rather small one. We're going to cut our chicken into roughly 1.5 inch thin strips. Once we have our chicken into strips, cut them up into bite-sized pieces. Here, it's your freedom depending on how big or small you want your chicken bites, but the norm would be not to go above 1 inch. We need to marinate our chicken before it goes into the pan. In goes 1 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper, 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, and do not cook with this. Sesame oil can turn pungent when you directly introduce it into the pan. We're primarily using it to enhance the flavor in our dish. Next, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of Shaoxing wine and 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Give your chicken a toss in the marinade till each piece of chicken is coated and set it aside for now. Now for our peppers, I have about 6 whole Szechuan white red peppers. In addition to these, a colleague of mine who's Chinese suggested I use these peppers which are extra spicy, and I'm not sure what they are, but I'll take a recommendation on it. If you don't know what this is, let me know in the comments. Else, if you don't, just leave it out. The last step is our actual Kung Pao sauce, for which to a small bowl we will add 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, a pinch of white pepper, 1 teaspoon of honey, and about 3 tablespoons of store-bought chicken stock. I didn't really have homemade chicken stock. Give this a whisk to combine and it's now time to cook. I'm here just to give you a visual of how I have all my ingredients prepped and laid out before we get to the cooking. It's essential to get this done before we move to the stovetop. I have my wok set up on high heat for 5 minutes. Once my wok has warmed up nicely, add 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm just using regular vegetable oil here. Immediately throw in your garlic and ginger and give it a quick saute. Not more than 30 seconds just to release their flavor. Next, add in your dried red pepper and the whites of your green onions. Give this a quick saute till you smell the garlic, ginger and peppers becoming fragrant. Add in your yellow bell peppers and give this a quick toss and saute for a couple of minutes. Nothing longer than giving your bell peppers a quick blister in the heat. This shouldn't take more than a couple of minutes. Take it out and rest it on a plate. In the same pan, add in your marinated chicken. Spread your chicken in an even layer, trying your best to have each piece of chicken in contact with the wok. We're aiming for a quick sear here. Once your chicken has been spread out, do not touch it for at least 45 seconds. Just let it be. Let it develop a nice crust. After 45 seconds, give it a quick toss, letting each part of the chicken come in contact with the wok. Now add in your Kung Pao sauce around the chicken, not over them. This helps deglaze the sides of the pan as it settles. Stir your chicken into your sauce, and we now want to cook this till our sauce develops that dark brown color and the chicken is cooked at least 3/4 through. Add your peppers and garlic back into the fold now and give it a quick mix. Envelope the peppers in all of that sauce and let the chicken absorb the flavors of the garlic, Szechuan peppers and the ginger. Now to thicken up the sauce to end up with that velvety texture found in restaurants, add 1 teaspoon of cornstarch mixed with a 1/4 cup of water. This will thicken our sauce and provide a viscous coating to our chicken. Add in our slurry and cook this for the further 2 minutes till the sauce thickens and the chicken is cooked all the way through. It's now time to add those peanuts. I'm using these roasted unsalted peanuts. I would recommend toasting them lightly on a pan before adding them if you are using unroasted ones. Finally, gonna add in all of the greens of our green onions that take this whole dish or perhaps any Chinese dish to the next level. One last saute, kill the heat, and this is ready to be devoured. I served this with just some plain old steamed white rice, and here we have the perfect dinner ready in under 20 minutes. Some extra helping of green onions that I love so much on top to finish this dish. And there you have it, the perfect Kung Pao chicken at home. This ended up much better than I have had at a lot of restaurants. Much less oily and much more healthier. Do try this and let me know how it goes in the comments. If you do like this recipe, leave us a like and subscribe to our channel. It helps us greatly in doing what we love and getting more of this stuff to you folks. Thank you for checking us out today.